All right, man. Let's get back to it. Hold up. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Changing it up. But breaking news. I had to come back through with it. I had to come back through and hit you with the breaking news. That 365 Blitz recap. Oh, yes. It is definitely been reported. The Ravens nearly, after 2 decades and a Super Bowl title, John Harbaugh and the Ravens mutually parted ways. Following a season where they narrowly missed the playoffs, this is widely considered the most attractive job on the market. Yeah, I dare I say the Ravens have mutually parted ways. Now, one story coming out was that they wanted to let go of Monken, but he didn't want to let him go. So now he's out of job. But we got to take a lot of these stories with a grain of salt. We got to take a lot of these stories with a grain of salt, folks. I'm just saying. Because half the time you never know. I'm just saying. But right now, Harbaugh, we're going to call it Black Tuesday. Okay. Yes, we're going to call this Black Tuesday. I mean, we might as well get it together because guess what? Dude, I thought we wasn't going to get it. But the Raiders, they have interest in quarterback coach Davis Webb. Tom Pelissero dropped that an hour ago. I mean, look, it's getting really weird, okay? Now, Raiders reset after the Pete Carroll 1 year experiment in Las Vegas, ending after a 3-14 season. Minority owner Tom Brady is expected to be heavily involved in the search for the successor, who will likely lead a team with the number 1 overall draft pick. Of course, we know that's going to happen, but second chance candidates, we got a couple names that we're going to throw out there, but right now, you can add Baltimore onto the list of names of higher of spots. Guys, you can add that name to the list. Baltimore, Arizona, Las Vegas, Cleveland, Atlanta, New York, New York Giants, and Tennessee Titans. You can add those names to the list because now, boy, we got a shocker. We got, John Harbaugh getting the axe, guys. It is Black Monday all over again. I mean, shocking. Like, oh, like, I don't believe it. Oh, wait. For those teams wondering why it seems their team's the only team gets the toughest schedule every season. Okay, this is good news right here. Come on. Hey, it's just got a breaking news exclusive. Okay, it's the Black Tuesday exclusive. Harbaugh parts ways, but look, the NFL put out their little scheduling formula. Home and away games, 3 division opponents, 6, blah, blah, blah. This is interesting right here, folks. Wait. 14 from the division in other conference on a rotating 4-year cycle. Two in a conference opponents based on the prior year standing, two games. One in a conference opponent based on the prior year standing. 4 year cycle, one game. These games manage first place teams from one division against first place teams. And it's not scheduled to play. Okay, so one interconference opponent based on the prior year standing on a rotating 4-year cycle. One game. These games match a first place team from one division against a first place team in an opposite conference division. That team is not scheduled to play that season. The second place, third place, and fourth place teams in each division are matched in the same way each year. So you just roll the dice. You're just rolling the dice right now. You're just rolling the dice. You're rolling the freaking dice. Okay, that's their scheduling format. So don't come for us, guys. Talking about we got an easy schedule. Oh boy, don't come for us because we got the easy schedule. All right. All right. Now, okay, we got. Remember, it's Kevin Stefanski was fired yesterday.
Draft picks for Deshaun Watson. Nope, it was Kevin Stefanski, two-time coach of the year. But I'll tell you what right now, I know everybody is calling to find out if John Harbaugh will come and coach their team. And listen, if you can go out there and get a 65-year-old coach who has never coached an offense or a defense, you got to do it. But for me, I'm going for Kevin Stefanski, a two-time Coach of the Year award winner.
All right.
And again, if I'm the Raiders, that's the first call that I make.
So
But I was shocked to find out that he was the problem in Cleveland.
Crazy because
he was the one. It wasn't anything else. It wasn't trading Baker Mayfield. It wasn't.
That's a name that's out there too. Now, yesterday when we was talking about Black Monday on the recap, I was saying like, wait a minute, you got to think about it. You got Kevin Stefanski name being floated to a number of spots. Now, John Harbaugh just turned the market upside down. So, boy, this is different. This just changed everything. Yeah, Kevin, and now here it is. This is different. Right here. His last game was the loss. Now, wait, okay, the name what? Well, I guess we're gonna do. Now, look, these are some names. These are some names of following coordinators and former coaches that are currently the hottest names in the interview request. Vance Joseph for the Broncos, the defensive coordinator. He was requested by the Cardinals, Giants, Raiders, and Titans. Clint Kubiak, Seahawks, OC. Highest interest. That name's been floating all around. Falcons and Giants. Anthony Weaver for the Dolphins, the defensive coordinator. Interviews with the Cardinals and Falcons. Matt Nagy, Chiefs OC. Front runner for the Titans, Robert Saleh, 49ers. In the second time around, Rob, the Cardinals and Titans. So it looks like they're looking to give these guys another chance. But with this man getting canned today, all right. Now, the Cowboys have fired Eberflus and John Morton. OC Cliff Curry has moved on. John Witt, he got moved on too as well. So after 18 years, John Harbaugh is not there, and apparently apparently, I'm just saying what the rumors is. Just the mentor kid from LA. That could be a name that could be floating out there for the Ravens. I'm just saying, as I was digging into finding out what's going on and who could potentially be a replacement, they start talking about mentor and because you got to think about it. We already had Pete Carroll, Brian Dayball, Raheem Morris, Jonathan Gannon, Stefanski, and Callahan. So you already had 6 spots open. Now you add one more to the list. That's 7 openings. But this that changes the whole order. Now, who's going to go where? Who's going to want shit? He's already been on the phone. He's already got offers. The latest coordinators that would fight Washington in a massive staff overhaul, right? Washington. This would kick my day off this morning. It was like, wait, damn, okay. It was like I could see it because his name was floated out there as being a coach potentially, Cliff, and they parted ways, right? Then come back and they got rid of the DC. Then John Morton, OC for the Lions. Then Jerry, he fires his DC, but he been put that on blast. Jerry already said he had to, tighten up. But so the Raiders clean house. Detroit, they pretty much have, they're going to reset probably one side of their situation, I guess. The Cowboys, we're going to wait to see. Jerry's going to tell us. We're going to know about it because Jerry's going to tell us. And Washington, they got to redo. So this is chaos, baby, at its finest. Yes. Not only did we have to figure out which coach is going to go where, there's only 6 spots, or names like Mike McCarthy and what's another one? Oh goodness, that was floating around, and then bam, the Ravens dropped the bomb today. So Tuesday coaching moves, guys, was just bananas. Okay, this is NFL. I didn't think it was going to be like this. However, again, we have a short list. I gave you these names. Vance Joseph from the Broncos, the DC. He's a front runner for some multiple jobs, clearly. His defense was at the league in sacks, 68, and has been a turnover machine. So he's coming in with, you know, Clint Kubiak, that OC. He's the Falcons, Giants, Raiders. They're going to want him. They're going to want to talk. He's pretty much revived Sam Darnold. And look at what they're at now. Joe Brady from the Bills, you know, he's a candidate, you know. Jesse Mentor. Now, this name came up after the Harbaugh firing. This name right here floated around because the ties to the Harbaugh. And I don't know if that's even going to be true. Oh, Tyler Shuck and the New Orleans Saints coach was at the Pelican game tonight. No. Right. And the Raiders, they got a lot of stuff. They have a lot of stuff to deal with. They ain't do so. Lou Anamoruno. His name did come up, and I had it in a short earlier today because his name came up. The Giants reached out to him for an interview, and he's the DC for the Colts. So now the top five as of when as we was dropping this video, started this one, guys. Jesse Minter, Chargers, DC, Ravens, Raiders, Clint Kubiak, Falcons, Giants, Seahawks, OC, Vance Joseph, Broncos, DC, Raiders, Titans, Giants. Um, and Brian Flores, Vikings, OC, him, Ravens, Titans, Clint, 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 no, Cliff Kingsbury, Falcons, Giants, or Browns. Young quarterbacks, good defense. I can see Cliff doing something there. You notice nobody's like, what is Arizona doing? They playing the dome. You got Kyler Murray. You know what's the problem? I'm starting to wonder. Like, is it not? What's the problem? Man, but you got coordinators, but Chip Kelly's going back to college already. Shane Bowen of the Giants, I don't know what he's doing. After that, the Giants are heavily scouting Lou Anamoruno. But now again, what Carnell Tate is leaving school early, declaring for the NFL draft. Top 10 overall pick in Mel Kiper's latest rankings. Okay. We're going to see. We're going to see. We're going to see. All right, let's see what the insiders say, guys. Hold on.
John Harbaugh is a excellent coach. He is a Super Bowl winner. He has led a consistent franchise for many years, nearly 2 decades, and everybody would like
On
to
a
hire him. I mean,
Tuesday,
that's just
guys.
as simple
On
as it
a
gets. Obviously,
Tuesday.
it ran its course in Baltimore.
Tuesday.
That's a different story, Judy. We talked about that early in the hour, but you have teams like the Giants, you have teams like the Raiders, I mean, the Cleveland Browns. Many teams will be interested in John Harbaugh. He is an excellent coach. He is a solidifying force. I mean, he's just somebody that everybody would want to hire. Now, hiring the key coordinators would obviously be a big part of it because he is not a play caller, not a coordinator. But as far as a leader of men, I don't know in this cycle that there's one held in higher regard. Yeah, just considering the landscape of candidates, we've talked how there's no Ben Johnson, there's no one guy that everyone wants to hire. There may be now. John Harbaugh is an excellent coach. He's a Super.
So you heard what he said. There wasn't that one,
2
but
decades, and
now look at
everybody
that.
would like to
There's
hire.
one
I mean,
now.
that's just
So there's gonna be one that everybody wants to hire now. Man, guys, this is wow. This move just really shook the whole. This, like 18 years, I understand because we went through that with Belichick. You know what I'm saying? It's like, but you know, y'all was still competitive. On the end, it kind of got dismal. Guys. Wait, hold on. They have started their OC search intriguing name David Blau, former quarterback. Blau was assistant QB coach with the Commanders, but did the QB coach job. Oh, wow. So this is Detroit maybe in the search. So Detroit's already on the search. They're lurking at you. All right. All right. So the Raiders had the first overall pick. since 2007 when they selected Jamarcus Russell. Okay, Raiders, you're on the clock. The Rams, you can celebrate something. You got the fewest penalties, but we're not here for that. We're here for. There we go. Oh, man. This is crazy. Most wins in Raven history by a head coach. I got to give it to him. For as long as Brian Billick, I remember him. But when Harbaugh came in there, they remind me of the Steelers. Like they just be there. Like you can always see him there. It's like he's always on the sideline. But now it's like, wow, this guy's gonna be gone. Whew, new start for a lot of people. And now he is out of there. They felt he lost the locker room. I don't want. That's not like that's.
Harbaugh himself between
You can't
players,
say the
soliciting
man lost the
plenty of
locker room,
opinions
guys.
from
Come on.
players, from coaches. And yes, it did
You can't
seem like
say
John
that.
Harbaugh himself, to my understanding, was surprised, felt he was in good standing, wanted to run it back with his current staff, including the offensive coordinator Todd Monken, including defensive coordinator Zach Orr, planned to be with the Ravens for years to come until he was informed that he is out. Now, as far as why John Harbaugh is out, among the reasons, it is not just they didn't go far enough in the playoffs. My understanding, after talking to several sources involved, is that simply Harbaugh lost the locker room. But at the end, players just simply had doubts about whether or not they wanted to play for him as their head coach. The opinions of players, Judy, was valued here. It was listened to. It went to all levels, and it's not just Lamar Jackson. Now, it sounded like to me, with Harbaugh and Lamar Jackson not being on the same page throughout the locker room, maybe not 100%, but more than enough for the Baltimore Ravens to say among the reasons to move on, this was a big one. John Harbaugh, of course, out now as Ravens coach.
Well, they gonna be in the market, so they joined the list of make the seven of them, guys. 7 available coaches. We talked about that on the CFP. Though still looks the same. All right. And of course, here we go. 2 of them have now been fired. Who is it? Pete Carroll has 184, 145. Harbaugh has 193 and 124. Not bad for numbers, right? When you think about it. Right? You dig? You think about it. Look at the numbers. Look at Mike Thomas. Wow. Who's over there? About the Rams and their odds. All right, there goes the official thank you. The Ravens did it up, sent it out after 18 tremendous years. Harbaugh is out of here. Goodbye. Nice job. But you just didn't And I mean, it's not bad, but you got to win. And then when you lose the locker room, as they report, it's time for a change. And a lot of people are looking at the fact that a lot of these old regimes are now time to, Tomlin may be next, especially when you look at that you can put people in a place and you see how the results are. Jacksonville's, um, the Houston Texans, New England, um, Denver. They got took a year off, came back, got a um, Carolina. They made the playoffs, even though they probably get their boots knocked off. But I mean, I'm just saying, it, people are gonna start looking like, okay, they put up with this for 18 years, so it's like, okay, thank you, have a good one, see you later. So now he sits there with Jonathan Gannon, Pete Carroll, Kevin Stefanski, Raheem Morris, Brian Daboll, and Callahan. Now they're all saying he's going to get another job. I agree, but we're going to see, because I mean, there's reports that he has been getting calls. Wait, I think I had. All right. No, okay. There has been many. All right. Raheem Morris and Kevin Stefanski have already received interview requests from teams like the Titans and the Giants. So both of them have been on, out and about. Terry Fontenot and the Dolphins are also searching for a new general. So they've met up. Chris Greer. Wait. The Falcons fired both Raheem and Terry Fontenot. So the Dolphins GM Chris Greer and Terry Fontenot will be looking for some position. They've kept Mike McDaniel and all right. See, I'm telling you, I be trying to step on all the up, man. Every time it's updates, baby. All right, now, I mean, this is gonna be all right. There it is, right? John Harbaugh's agent said he received calls from 7 NFL teams expressing interest in him just under an hour within being fired. You Peer Adam Schefter. Dude, you heard what Adam said, right? And I don't think Shefty's capping this one. I don't think Shefty's capping on this one, guys. All right. I don't think Shefty's capping on this one. All right. I honestly don't think Shefty. He got fired, and guess what? 7 calls. So who are the 17s? There were only 6 jobs available. There was only 6 jobs available before he was fired. So now we sit here and you mean to tell me 7? So wow. And you gotta think about it. There's enough names already out there to pretty much go through the interview process before you have to hire it. And a lot of people would love to get their hands on John Harbaugh. Okay. The Browns requested to interview defensive coordinator Aiden Dirty for their vacant head coach. What? All right, and a native of England came to the NFL as a cowboy coaching intern and has risen quickly. So the Browns are reaching all the way towards the Seahawks, trying to get them a coach. They going all the way up there. What? Damn, this is deep. In the first 45 minutes after John Harbaugh was fired this afternoon, his agent, Brian Harlan, said he received calls from 7 NFL teams expressing interest in his client. There are currently 7 NFL head coaching openings, including Baltimore's. This is what I'm saying. This is the games that we're playing, okay? I just went through the list, all right? We did the Monday night recap. We did the whole head coaching, we did that. Right? What are we talking about? Is it Tampa? Is it the Jets? I mean, who is it? Is it Green Bay? Detroit? I'm just asking. Arizona. No, Arizona's already probably shot this shot. Trying to think. Dallas. Could it be Dallas Cowboys? Miami? Look, I'm already guessing at 5 right there. I'm just saying that's 5 teams that we got to coach. Oh man. See, this is Schefter with the fucking Schefter will let me see. Wait, hold on. We're past the time of grown folk time, right? Yes, we are. 33 minutes. Yes, we are past grown folk. So Schefter drops this tweet 45 minutes. The man was just getting he probably was like, sitting there thinking, you know, and the phone just starts ringing. And now he's like, you made it through Black Monday, which was the day you get fired. That's the day you get fired. Yesterday, Stefanski, Pete Carroll, Jonathan Gannon wasn't even supposed to get fired. He wasn't even on the list. He was, but he wasn't. Now, today, Tuesday, Black Tuesday, 18-year-old vet, he gets the axe today. He gets canned. And then Schefter. Thank you, Schefter. Thank you very much, Schefter. He reports 45 minutes after this man loses his job. What? Because it's only look, 6 teams. 6. There were 6 teams. Now, with Baltimore adding their name to the pile, that makes it 7. Who is the 17? Because, whew, this just got way into. I mean, come on, guys. We're here. We're here. We're here, folks. This shit is real. All right. So, We already know he's not going to be around. Not for long. Dan Campbell better get it together. Let's see. Oh, he wrote a message and everything. Oh, goodness. Oh, that's a nice, heartfelt message he wrote. Guys, not about to read it all, though. Wait, hold on. I can just. So I can just clip it and this post it, but I'll repost it on our page. There you go. You can catch it on our Touch Us In page. But there it is. My goodness. All right. So here we go. John Harbaugh is one of the few coaching candidates that has the gravity to pull a Liam Cohen and get a GM in place bounced if he feels that it's needed. Talking about Tennessee, right? Sources say this is Schefter. Sources John Harbaugh is expected to emerge as a favorite for the head coaching job of the New York Giants. Harbaugh will be in demand for many teams, not just the Giants. Now, is that a good? Is that as? I mean, does he do? Does he do it? The Giants? I mean, he's coming from Baltimore, so he plays outside already. So it's not like, you know, what you passing up Atlanta, Vegas, Arizona. They playing the dome. You're gonna play outside. No, you're not going to Cleveland. Um, Dang. Ooh, this gonna be interesting because the Giants definitely, if they're gonna, because they were going after Lou Amaruno for the coach, right? This was right before, it's like maybe an hour or something. I got the news, and then I look again, and this news breaks, and I'm like, oh, it's like the floodgate. Because all day it's been like the coordinators for the Commanders, the coordinator for the Cowboys, and then the coordinator for the Detroit Lions, and then the head coach of the Baltimore Ravens. It's like, damn, are you done yet? And yes, now we find out what's going where and who's going who. I mean, phew. And they're saying that this could be their year. I understand. I really do. I want y'all to know. You had 5 years to get it. Five. You had five plus one. There's no Mahomes. There's no Lamar. There's no Burrow. There won't be no Herbert after Sunday night. If you don't watch out, there won't be no Allen. Okay, it'll be a whole new Super Bowl. Just saying. So definitely you gotta watch out. Just saying. It's gonna be a tough weekend. This is gonna be super wild card weekend. These guys right here. Oh boy. I mean, yes, I get it. He's the second longest tenured coach. Now, Monday night the Steelers play the Texans. They lose, well, it's over. You made it to the playoffs, but if you don't win, could we see Mike Tomlin joining that same line? Because, like I said, the Ravens already, and I can relate. I can relate. Okay, follow me. I can relate. You know why? We had Gerard Mayo for 1 year, and it didn't work. It didn't. And nothing but love for Gerard, Mr. Mayo. It didn't work. So in comes Vrabel, and everybody's back to normal. Yay. Now, nobody seen a bunch of breaking news like this. This right here is, I mean,
Steve Bisciotti making a momentous decision today, firing John Harbaugh, who now hits the market. There are 6 other vacancies. He immediately becomes a top candidate elsewhere. And the Ravens, for the first time in 18 years, are going to be searching for a new head coach.
Just to give some context to how extraordinary this is the only coach that Steve Bisciotti has ever hired for the Baltimore Ravens. He was the only coach. He fired Brian Billick, but he inherited Brian Billick when he bought the franchise. So that is how long he has been connected to John Harbaugh and how good their working relationship was. But as you mentioned, Tom, this year it felt like there was friction, or maybe it was certainly an underachieving team. And you felt like they just could not get over the hump, right? They have a 2-time league MVP, and you wonder if there's a feeling that things had just grown stale and that they just needed a new voice to sort of push them further than they've gotten. He took them very far. He won them a Super Bowl as the head coach. But they haven't been able to do that with Lamar Jackson, one of the most extraordinary players we've ever seen in the NFL. And so at some point you have to wonder, did they look at this and say, we've got Lamar Jackson in his prime. We're not getting over the hump. We can't seem to get any further. Do we need a new voice? Do we need new ideas to push us forward? As for John Harbaugh, I would imagine his phone is already blowing up. He will be, I would think, of interest to, there are now 7 openings, so I would think the other 6 that are not the Baltimore Ravens will be on the phone trying to get John Harbaugh to come in to talk to them. He is such a respected coach around the league. I would not be surprised that if there were teams that do not currently have openings, if they are reconsidering their decision-making now to try to make a run
right
at John Harbaugh. He is that well
there
regarded.
it
He's obviously had an
is.
extraordinarily successful
Reconsidering their
head coaching
choice.
career in Baltimore. We will see which way it goes for John Harbaugh, but a shocking decision for the Baltimore Ravens, and what a fascinating hire this is going to be. The Baltimore Ravens are now clearly the most interesting job and the best job available because you've got Lamar Jackson waiting for you.
Yeah, 7 head coaching jobs now open. Tom and Judy.
Oh boy. Oh man. Now, after 18 years, guys, the 18-year, I mean, this league is now changed. What the fuck? Like, yeah. Here we go. Parting ways. I mean, it is what it is. It's mutual parting ways, you know. A statement. I gotta have a statement. I gotta make a statement. Now, this is breaking news earlier today. I didn't really want to take it serious. I did not, but I have to take it serious because it's funny. Okay. All right. This is funny. All right. right now. Jason Garrett, the former head coach and NBC analysis, will interview Friday for the Titans head coach job. Not joking. Not joking. The Titans are going to interview Jason Garrett. Come on, Jason Garrett's coming out of retirement, folks. Yes. JG's coming on out. Jason Garrett. Yes, you heard me right. Jason Garrett. Right here. Adam Schefter. And I'm not joking. I thought I was lying. No. And I mean, it's just like cold blooded. And like I was saying, there's a new era in the new
Organization tried to figure out what was wrong. Was something wrong with Lamar Jackson? Was the relationship between Harbaugh and Lamar Jackson broken? Was there something that they could do to kind of keep this together? Was staff changes going to be the answer here? And you know, talking to people in the building, they have really been wondering, like, is Lamar okay? And what is at the root of all of this? And I'm not saying that that's the reason that they fired John Harbaugh, but you got to think that that has contributed to this. Now, the other part of this is General Manager Eric DeCosta, widely considered one of the better GMs in the NFL, has stocked this roster with talent. He has not had the opportunity as general manager to hire his own coach. So you do have to wonder about that part of it, that DeCosta now gets to be in charge, gets to hire his own guy, put his stamp on the organization. Now, Harbaugh has done some unbelievable things with the Baltimore Ravens, won a Super Bowl, endless trips to the playoffs, on and on. One of the best head coaches around, and I would agree with Tom. This is someone who is going to get not just head coach interviews, but going to get opportunities to get jobs. I would be surprised if he wanted it, if he did not have a job at the end of this cycle. But there is something to be said for new voices, and it just felt.
And you already know, folks, that has happened already. Let's go back up here. It has already happened. Trust me. They've been blowing up the phone. I'm quite sure we can get the name and number. Oh boy, and pardon me and Eberflus, guys. He got canned too. He got canned earlier. Jerry just took him out. So we're gonna have a lot of openings up, and there's gonna be a lot of new faces and everything. Here's our playoffs, in case everybody needs to know. Saturday, get ready for some funny games, y'all. Get ready for some funny games. I think we got Rams and Bears and Packers. I'm gonna pull the schedule up. I ain't about to do all that. There we go. Road to Santa Clara. Mm-mm-mm. And so Spytek said on the Pete Carroll firing, he said, "Oh, it wasn't just one person." Oh well, kind of get you on that one, but Somebody had to take it. Somebody. But all right, so they're asking. And let's not forget about Kevin Stefanski, okay? Because he is still a coach out there in the cold weather. Just kidding, y'all. But he is. I mean, I don't know if he you know, something good gonna come from it, but yeah. All right, so that's Shefty reporting news right there. After 18 years, that's all. On a what you say you wanted? I wanted Brian Flores, but oh yeah, I'm back at. I said come back with the NFL news. How you doing, man? Harbaugh gonna be? Yes, they are. Phone 45 minutes after he got fired, the phone was ringing. So 7 teams reached out to him. 7, and it's like 7. There's only 6 jobs that's open. So how's 7 team? But okay, we're gonna have to wait and see about that. I'm done now. Listen, I was just throwing that out there because your coach might be like, "That's the hardball boy." Hold on, hey, Shotty, good. Go ahead, good job. One and done's is normal now. Pete Carroll, the one and done, is normal, or it could be the Jets. It could be the Tampa Bay Bucks, Miami Dolphins. Uh, oh yeah. Yes. I had to drop. I had to. Hey, I had to get this one in because man, when they went to talking about 45 after. Let me get that tweet. He said 45 minutes afterwards, right? Where's Shefty right here? Shefty said 45 minutes after he got off the phone. After he got off the phone with the Ravens, or when he walked out the door, that they was on the phone calling. All right, here. All right, here it go. The first 45 minutes after John Harbaugh was fired this afternoon, his agent Brian Harden said he received calls from 7 NFL teams expressing interest in his client. There currently are 7 NFL head coaching openings, including Baltimore's. So we know he just got fired from Baltimore, so he ain't going back to Baltimore. So we know, you know what I'm saying? What's up, Stephen James? What's up? Yes. So, oh yeah, but though, so I just was looking up this right, and they said Jesse Mentor was one of their candidates. They want him. I forgot who else it was. They one, but they were looking at him. But I'm thinking, like, I don't know. There's a lot of people on Jesse Mentor, and dude you on it was the Giants wanted him, the Raiders wanted him, the Titans wanted him. Brian Flores, he wanted too. And I'm like, damn. But when they fired this man, immediately I'm like, oh, but the Giants, I think the Giants get him. I think the Giants is the ones who get this guy. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Stephen James, 94 champ? Bruh, I want to know, I really do want to know. Where he going to land? New York. I don't know why. New York was going after Lou Anamoruno from, at first they had to interview him. Then Cliff got canned today, so then they put the call in for Cliff. Um, but everything stopped when Harbaugh name dropped. It all stopped. That's right. Telling you, look, either I'm like, why would you go there? You can go to Atlanta, Vegas, Arizona. That's 3 dome teams. You can go play inside. It'd be nice to play in a dome, right? Yes, sir. It'd be nice to play in a dome. And then you got Jackson Dart, Cam Scatterboo, Malik Neighbors. So you got, you know, Brian Flores. If they, man, I don't think they're gonna let Brian Flores get that far east. They got him going south. Yeah, man. They looking at Tennessee, want him. The Raiders want him. Uh, it was another one. He put his name out. And then I don't know if because Kevin Stefanski was still in the was one of the names on the list too that was going to talk to the Giants. I was like, oh no, I don't need him. But then a 2-time coach of the year, I could see him doing it. Like I really could. Think about it, you know. Yeah. Mm-mm. I'm telling you, Zay, bro. This just changed it all because like this man got canned and OMG. It was already gonna be crazy because you got like some nice coaching candidates out there already. And some new names out there. That I don't know why nobody talking about the Cardinals though. See, they're not nobody, bro. Like literally. Nobody's on the Cardinals. Jonathan Cannon was fired, right? Let me see. All right, you got Vance Joseph, Clint Kubiak, Anthony Weaver from the Dolphins. That's the one name. And Robert Sala from the 49ers. That's the one name. So them 2 names right there for the Cardinals. Yeah, one name. That's what I'm saying. They only going after 2 defensive coordinators. I mean, they got to stretch it out. They even got Matt Nagy from the Chiefs. Talking about he a front runner for the Titans. Yeah, I'm like, no way, you kidding me? Yes. So when I heard this one, I didn't expect. I was really like, hey, wait a minute, we gotta drop something on this one, cause, bro. All right, listen, they had a purge. Oh, I that's gonna be the one thing that we all gonna be like this. But why they do what? Him and Raheem, not him and Tampa Bay coach. It's like out of Black Monday, you're like, okay, we know McDaniel's name's gonna be on there. Kevin's name gonna be on there. I didn't think Jonathan Gannon's name was gonna be on there. We knew Pete Carroll was gonna be on there. And then when you're seeing it, it's like, wait, so they're gonna fire him tomorrow or something? What we gonna like it's like, and then today they let coordinators go. So I'm sitting there like, okay. But then when John Harbaugh got fired, I'm like, now I think Miami might that you think Miami might be that team that was calling. There could be a lot of teams calling that might just be like, hey, I wanna talk to hey, Pete should have just been said bye bye. But that's why I'm saying like what the insiders were saying. They were saying like, this is a new era. And you look at the names of people that the people going after, right? You're going after where is it? Clint Kubiak, Jesse Mentor, Vance Joseph, Brian Flores, Cliff Kingsbury. You know what I'm saying? John Harbaugh been there for 18 years. Mike Tomlin been there about 19, 20 years. Remember when Belichick got fired and we all like, the fuck? Like, it, the writing was on the wall though. We already seeing it. So today, Baltimore pretty much already seen it. They were talking about it all the last 2 weeks. Beat if he don't chew that gum, yeah, he gonna be good. But Peter, you know what Pete gonna do? Pete gonna be doing something. I think Pete might go back to coaching college football. That's what Pete might go do. Cause I don't think Pete wanna quit. Uh, but why you think they ain't get rid of Mike McDaniels? Because okay, right now, Jesse Mentor, he's the DC. The Ravens want him, the Raiders want him. The buzz is the Harbaugh protege. He coached under John in Baltimore and Jim in Michigan and LA. He's a betting favorite for the Ravens job. Then you got Clint Kubiak. He's an OC. The Falcons, Giants, and Ravens, the hottest offensive mind. He revitalized Sam Darnold and is high on the list to work with Lamar Jackson. Yeah. And then you got Vance Joseph, Broncos DC. And then again, Brian Flores. So they're not gonna bring back Brian Flores. You know that. So Miami not gonna bring him back. Now they may go and get a Cliff Kingsbury. Uh, mm, I don't know if they get a Vance Joseph. They need. But that's only two offensive coordinators that's like on there like like the top 5 of this, I guess you could say. That just got like, okay, you got Joe Brady. Uh, he's the OC for the Bills. And that's pretty much it. Like Vance Joseph, DC. Jesse Mentor, DC. Lou Alamaruno, DC. DC's. It's a defensive world, I guess. But if you get a good offensive coordinator, you make it work. Because look at the Patriots. Look at how they just switched it up. Man, we were 4-13 last year. 13 losses, 13 wins. Well, 14 wins now. 14 wins. All right. That's enough. But Matt Nagy, the Titans, Robert Saleh, do you think he deserves another chance? We're talking Rob Saleh. I mean, the Cardinals want him. Now, the Cardinals could probably go get him. Then again, the Titans want him too. So, Tennessee, Titans, or the Cardinals. Vance Joseph could probably end up at the Cardinals, Giants, Raiders, or Titans. Kubiak, Falcons, or Giants. The way I'm just thinking like this: if John Harbaugh lands and Cliff Kingsbury don't get a spot, Flores doesn't get a spot, and after this weekend, whoever gets fired, whoever loses this weekend, say the Bills lose this weekend, don't come for me, Buffalo. The Bills lose this weekend. Y'all might fire me. Y'all might fire McDermott. Just saying. Y'all just might be. Joe Brady's name's up. He might be on the block too. So, who else we got? Carolina, what they got? They got the post. Nothing. Oh, don't worry. Jesse Mentor, y'all can have him ready. We're going to have him gift wrapped and ready for y'all. Y'all can have fun this weekend. Because this Sunday, yes, we come and get that, yes. But no, it's not about us. It's about John Harbaugh. He was fired today, guys. Sorry. Not to be funny. But 18 seasons. That's a long time. Please, I'll be having to say that just because somebody might see it on the playback and be like, that guy right there. I told you I'll be in. If we NFL, I'm coming with the NFL. If we in the college, then I'll put on the college gear. You know, so I gotta represent. Fans do the fan thing. We do the fandom over here. And we ain't, all my fans, we coming together. We talk a little trash, but we come together. And today we're mourning a lot of the staff. The staff is they were saving their money up because days like this. I mean, look, Pete Carroll, 74. Him and Chip Kelly. They got canned. Daboll got canned way early in the season. Dan Quinn is still there, but they lost. They just left all their OC and DCs go. Dallas fired their DC. Raheem Morris and the GM. Peace out. Arizona fired their head coach. Cleveland fired their head coach. Tennessee fired their head coach. That was the first one. Detroit fired John Morton. What they calling Johnny Morton? John Morton. The guy that Dan Campbell took over calling plays for. And he should have seen it coming. Honestly, guys, think about it. If the guy takes your play calling sheet from you, you know you're gonna get fired. So Johnny Morton, and I wonder, I heard David Blau. Ian Rappaport was reporting that David Blau, the quarterback coach for Tennessee, but Dan Campbell was trying to get him, recruit him. So we had Black Monday. Now we gotta have to call this shit Black Tuesday, because think about it. It just got real. Anybody got any destination? Bills ain't losing it. Oh, hey, I know you're gonna see it. Y'all gotta think, right? Think about it. They gotta go to Jacksonville. Matter of fact, let me pull that up. Let me pull up this weekend schedule. We can get to the preview while we're in it on NFL time. Let's pull up this preview. I'm glad you're right there. Let me switch this right here. Pause for the moment. Oh, the outline is horrible, guys. They still gotta have this up there. Wait, there we go. All right, you ready for it? But here we go. Super wild card week. Super wild card weekend. What's that? Super wild card weekend. Super wild card weekend. Yes, sir. Super wild. Here we go. Yes, we about to see, because he had time. I'm gonna tell you. You know how long he had? He had since the last time the Patriots was in the playoffs was 2021. Last time we had a home playoff game was 2000, when Tom Brady threw that interception in Tennessee. Yeah, so y'all had all that time, Buffalo. So we need to see, because if you don't get it, and there's nobody stopping you except for Trevor Lawrence, who we're about to look at right now. Trevor Lawrence. So Saturday, unfortunately, we have to wait all the way till Sunday to watch. No, Saturday. All right. Yeah, we gotta wait till Sunday to see. No worries, it's good. But dude, at Jacksonville. At Jacksonville. But we get Packers, Bears, prime time. Very good game. And then we get Sunday fun day with the Eagles and the Niners. Then we get the Rams and the Panthers, a rematch at 4:30. Now that's gonna tie us over till, so y'all not out you're not out of there. You're not out of the no, you're still right there. We still see you. We still see you. Now, Green Bay, Chicago. I know, but we gonna know. It's in Chicago. Green Bay feeling some type of way, but I think the Cardiac kids pull it off. I just say, not Carolina. I don't know who we getting. I don't know who we getting. I don't know. Are we getting? Because they said they're winners after a loss, right? So The Rams. I can't even say take Carolina in home because I watched the Saints go into Carolina and whoop on them. But then I've also seen this show before, and the Rams got stunned. But give me the Rams in the playoffs, though. There's experience there. There's experience there. And Matthew Stafford, I think, is different. I think he has Devontae Adams back. And Bryce Young is going to have to show us that, hey, he knows how to use those weapons. This is not Tampa Bay in the rain with the weather. You're at home in front of your crowd. This is, it's not for a pat on the back. This is to go on and get you some of that jewelry, that ring. But we're going to see. Then we get those San Francisco and Eagle people. Now, I know that's what I'm saying, but I just talked you into it because he gets back. Is Devontae back? Devontae should be back. I think Devontae's back. In this one. I more than likely think he is back. Now, if he's back, then I can. Now, he's getting something great. He's probably getting the MVP award this year, okay? Oh, damn. I forgot they're giving what's his name? Now, you don't know what Carolina you're getting. The defense is good, but if they can't stop the run, and that's the one thing we gotta want. Because if the running back's good, so you gotta run. Let's see, where is it? Super wild card. Let's see if they got him back. All right, Puka's in. So then it said Puka's back. I see that much. They don't have a thing right there. So okay, we got William Puka, Young. All right. 10.5 on the spread. 10.5 on the spread. So I'm saying I'm just taking the Rams with the experience in this one. You gotta look, honestly think about it. They got the experience. They're going into this one. I know it's Carolina. I know Carolina did pull off the upset. After we watched Carolina lose to Tampa, come back late, but still lose. I don't know. I can't get behind that one right there. Like I said, he's gonna have to use the weapons. He's gonna have to use the both of them running backs, Hubbard and Rico. Rico's gonna have to get busy. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna have to get busy. You know what I'm saying? Those still Matic Honda. Salute, champ. Then we got who's that? Oh, where we going? Oh, Packers and the Bears, bro, for Saturday night. Historic rivalry. I say the Bears exercise their demons and pull off the upset. They don't take this one. Take it to the house. Green Bay, I don't know. I don't know if Jordan Love is going to be like You know what I'm saying? You think he is? Hey, Brian, I think. Hey, I know somebody who said that. Hey, I ain't gonna lie to you. I know somebody who think they who said the same thing. He's like 9-8 Super Bowl. I ain't I ain't mad at you. I believe you. I'm just saying it's the rematch. You know what I'm saying? Like, think about it. They already played, so now the Rams coming this time. So it's gonna be interesting. I just gonna take with the Rams because they got that experience. It's the playoffs. The playoffs. I don't think. But then again, you know what? You may absolutely be right. You know, all right. You might be right because this is the year of the. You're right. You're right. There's a whole bunch of. You're right. Can't argue with that one. You think about it. Majority of the players, let me see, Rodgers, Purdy, Love, Hurts, Stafford. All of them have been to the postseason except Caleb and Young. They haven't been there. All right. The guys you love. How the fuck these right? Oh, gotcha. Mm-hmm. So, hold up, gotcha. Now, let's see. So if you get all them in there, right? I'm just saying, if you put all them in there, we might actually do have. Wait, hold on, I got it now. Where is how you find? All right, I think I did it right. I gotta figure out how to do it. But dude, where the hell? I lost my thing. Oh, chance I gotta do that. Dang, boom. Damn, I just made you mad. I can't. I don't. I just made you mad, Chelsea. See, there you go. Right. Bam. I think I did it right. Yeah, I did. Nah, got you, left. And now back to my little guy right here. Yes, you got it, guys. You can have the Panthers. I would agree with you because there should be new blood. You think about it. Caleb and Bryce. But then you got to look at it. That is the Rams, bro. That's the Rams and Green Bay. It's going to be interesting. But then we get to Sunday where this is going to be the upsets. Okay. Pittsburgh hosting the game. They got to go up against a very, very good defense that is playoff hungry. Listen, they were out. They're going to show up. And you think that defense is going to just show up just to play? Okay. Sure. Aaron Rodgers may have ran. Look, guys, check out the short page, guys. I'm telling you, on the short page, it is like crazy. I caught him doing a 20-yard dash on the short page. But that Houston Texans defense is going to give Mr. Rodgers problems. And CJ and that offense has finally got a little rhythm going. I mean, they put some numbers up now. So I expect them to be in playoff mode and upset the Steelers. Buffalo going into Jacksonville. Man, you gotta deal with that. You gotta deal with that defense right there. It's gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt. You do know that, right? You- you- Now the Ravens defense fell off. That defense from the Texans, they different. Wait, didn't y'all play them? No, y'all was Buffalo defense. That was Buffalo's defense. That was cremating poor Aaron Rodgers out there on the field on that primetime game. But I'm just keeping it real, bro. It's like, wait, oh no. They gotta give y'all this matchup. This is the wrong matchup, bro. Like it is. Because think about it. That's a defense that's ready. You ready? I got it, man. Um, Buffalo at Jacksonville, boy, oh boy. I want to see if this is going to be really, really tie the cape on tight time because he gotta he gotta do it. Like, hey, that bruh, you he got. Remember they played the Chiefs. The Texans went in there and played the Chiefs, and that defense. And this is after they played Josh Allen. You know what I'm saying? So that's TJ. Listen, TJ got after Lamar, got the interception. He's a menace. But dude, that Texas defense, they hunt. They're hunting, bro. They got after Josh Allen 8 sacks. You could have said. You could have said. Then when you thought they were just they weren't like that, they go and take it on the road to Kansas City and wreck shop. So I know Aaron Rodgers is going to get the ball out fast. But boy, see, Chelsea, she knows. Yeah, there you go. He already got a broken wrist, bro. He's already dealing with that. This defense is already hunting. I'm serious. Texans have a so DK is gonna be back. Thank you. You got DK back. Austin is catching the ball. You got Adam Thielen, Scotty Miller. Scotty Miller might be taking a seat, but Thielen might still be in there. Fryer Moot, Jonnu Smith might be in there. You got the big tight end, but if he comes back, the secondary is takers, bro. Like seriously. They're not up there in like the top 3, top 4 defense in the league, man. Just because we're telling you, we're like, no, wait, they're not. Hey, now listen, it's a good story to send him off in style. Now think about it. The sheriff, he went off in style. See, that's why I'm saying there's too many different angles this year to be like, wait a minute, this is going to be fun because now the Texans got a personal. There's nobody to stop. Look, there's no Mahomes, Burrow, Jackson. You got Allen, Long, May, Nix, Stroud. Who else we got in the AFC? And Herbert. I mean, it's anybody's shot from the AFC. It's anybody's shot, but I'm banking on we can get us 7. We can get 7. We can get 7. Mm-hmm. I know y'all don't want to see another Patriots Super Bowl. I'm sorry. But listen, just one more. Just one more. Okay. Now, guys, the greatest game, which we will be live for all these games this week, starting Thursday with the Miami and Ole Miss. Yes. Friday, Indiana and Oregon rematch. Yes. And then Saturday, yes. Sunday, fun day. Yes. But Sunday night, because we will be watching our team beat up on the Chargers. Yes, I'm saying the Patriots win their first playoff game since about 2018. It's been a long time. Forgive me. But guys, we're back. Yes. So that is our bracket for the weekend. Super Wild Card Weekend. This don't get no more better than this. Does it? Because now we get all the hype. Like we're talking right now. You get all the hype, right? I'm saying the Texans defense. They might get exposed by Aaron. Aaron already knows he gotta get the ball out fast. He already knows. But Josh Allen tried that same stuff. And I'm sorry, it didn't quite work that well. But this weekend is gonna be beautiful. Now, NFC. I mean, I don't know because anybody can beat anybody on it. Just you know, you just don't. You kind of gotta wait to see how the game kind of goes because it could be a mistake. And these teams, all of them, damn it, all of them, play to the end. They don't quit. That's one thing I'm gonna give them. They don't quit. That's one thing I love about my team this year. We don't quit. You get behind? Oh no, uh-uh. No. One play at a time. Get it together. Focus. Let's go. The Rams, they play from behind, but they don't quit. They still go. Except that one game where we know it was Myers. That boy could kick. He upset the Rams. But the Eagles, what Eagles team will we get against the Niners? I mean, this is where it matters. Brock Purdy and the Niners, how healthy are you? That's gonna be the question right there because George Kittle's is nursing an ankle, I think, still. Trent Williams had that hamstring. Parasol was down with I think, leg injury. That your wide receiving core is banged up. Your line, you're trying to get that. Your defense, you need pieces over there. So, you're trying to make sure that you got a team to compete against the defending champions. And of course, I'm gonna have these kind of titles for rematches because you know what? It's gonna be damn rematches. You know that? I'm telling you. If I understand the Panthers, wanting that win because remember earlier when we did the CFP, the college football thing, I was saying that the Oregon game is a rematch, and I'm like, okay, that's good, but at the end, it's the same thing for them. I don't know if this is going to be a thing, and I don't have the odds. But this Saturday is going to be crazy. Not as crazy as my dude today, though. Not as crazy as this one, guys. Sorry. Not as crazy as this one. Right here. If Mike Tomlin loses his job, guys, if he loses this game to the Texans Monday, does Mike Tomlin have a job? I'm asking. Mhm. I'm saying because, and this, I mean, Aaron doesn't look like he was coming back. He did look like he was going. He did look like he was coming back at the beginning of the year, and then that beginning of the year shit looks like I'm just waiting for this shit to be over with. But that is bad. It's bad though, guys. I'm sorry, it's just bad. But again, we know what we got. We got a 18-year-old veteran head coach that has been fired. Some nice offensive coordinators, defensive coordinators. We know what the games is. We've locked in. We ready for the weekend. So please, y'all, make sure y'all lock in with my girl Chelsea Lynn _NC. Please, I always say it again. Lock in with my girl Chelsea Chelsea Lynn _NC. Man, give her a follow. Check her channel out. You hear me? We locked in like swimwear. This is the 365 Blitz. It was just supposed to be a pop-up. But thank you to my girl pulling up, man. Bringing the crew, bringing the squad, bringing the nurse. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. But tomorrow, Wednesday, we'll probably be back with an update tomorrow, midweek update. We'll let you know. You see the thumbnail up there, tap in with everybody. But thank y'all for coming through tonight. Please do me a favor, hit that like button, that follow button, that sub up to the channel button, please. And stay tuned, stay clutch. We go. Peace. Thank